Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Good morning or good afternoon, depending on where you are. I'm Mike Potts, International Business Development Executive for Cash in NCFE. And today I'm joined by Vivette, who is the Director of Laser Systems. And we're delighted to be talking to you today about the upcoming GESS Dubai my slide's out of date, 2019 we should be talking about today, not 18. Thought to have it there. But yeah, what we're going to be talking about today is a bit on NCFE and capital, what we've done this year, some of the qualifications we have and some of the new services we have. One of them being the Accreditation Employer Services team and the new customized qualifications that have been developed this year that you can use to create bespoke training programs for your sender. And then we'll be talking about GESS Exhibition 2019. And within that, where you can meet us, what stand we'll be on, and the days we're going to be there as well. In morning, Vivette, we're joined by Vivette from Laser Learning.
Good to be with you.
And we are, for the second year, both presenting together at GESS Dubai, which is great because we had a fantastic time last year. We met some great new customers, and we met all of our fantastic existing customers as well. So it was a really, really enjoyable experience. So we can't wait to be there again, meet all of you again, and hopefully some new faces, and see all the fantastic stands that are going to be exhibiting this year as well. So as I mentioned, what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk a little bit about NCFE and Cash International. And then we'll hand over to Vivette, who'll talk about laser. There'll be plenty of opportunities for questions at the end of the session. So as always, please use the chat functionality to your right-hand side in your webinar toolbar to ask any questions, and we'll field them at the end. And the questions don't have to be about GESS. We can talk about any new qualifications, any of our services, anything you want to get Vivette and I on while we're here. Just please ask any questions and we'll be happy to talk through them. Okay, so hopefully you all know Cash. We've been around since 1945, and we have been established in the UAE now for around 8 to 9 years, which is fantastic. And predominantly what we've been working on within the UAE is developing and upskilling and raising the standards of early years and children and young people's workforce qualifications within the region, which is fantastic to see. I joined the team around just over a year and a bit ago now. And when I first came out of Dubai to meet everyone who was delivering Cash and saw the passion of the learners in the centres, it was absolutely amazing to see. So it's great that Cash is so well established in the UAE now, and it's always great to represent the brand when we go out to GESS and see everyone who has taken a qualification or who is delivering a qualification out there. And one of the key reasons I think why Cash has been so popular in the region and in the UK and in other parts of the world is that the qualifications, as you will know, are developed by professionals for yourselves, for professionals and for centres, which really makes them very cutting edge, up to date, and makes them the leading gold standard of qualifications within early years sectors as well. And over 90,000 learners registered on Cash qualifications last year. And as I mentioned, heritage going back over 70 years with those Cash qualifications. As you will have seen, we have also launched our Cash alumni last year. Our Cash alumni is for anyone who has taken a Cash qualification in the past. They can sign up and become a member of Cash alumni. Cash alumni is going to be free for 1 year as of this year for all previous Cash learners. And what you get as a Cash alumni, you get access to CPD, some e-learning, up-to-date articles. You can check for jobs. You can update your CV. It is really fantastic. And over the past year, we've had 1,500 people sign up for Cash alumni, 1,500 learners. So it is growing and growing. So if you do have any learners that aren't signed up yet, please let them know. It's a fantastic area for them to develop their CPD and progress, and just get them involved with the Cash community. With the Cash qualifications as well, they are tutor and assessor friendly. We offer those optional tasks so you can really tailor it to the learner's needs to make sure they can achieve. We offer that tutor guidance with very assessment methods, as we know. And what we've brought in is one external quality assurer for all of our childcare qualifications, that one AQA for all of childcare, so that you really have that close connection with your external quality assurer, and they can support you throughout the year as well as your visit. Exciting update as well. We offered this and we rolled it out at Cash at For cash at GESS 2019 and 2018, sorry, we will be doing the International Learner of the Year 2019. So please get your application in. An email out, and we sent an email out to you all. I think it was a week or so ago now. Talking about International Learner of the Year with a link to an application form. It really is that opportunity to give recognition to those individuals who have achieved the cash qualification. Those individuals that have really embraced their learning and showed a commitment to their studies, and the award's going to really identify that outstanding effort and celebrate the learner's progression, which is something at the heart of our core values, that creating opportunities to enrich society, that core purpose that we're here for. This is really important for us to recognise that learner achievement. So please get your applications in for the National Year. And Vivette and I, as you know, will be presenting a GESS 2019, and we will be presenting the award to the International Learner of the Year at the event. So please get your applications in ahead of that. If you don't have the link or you don't have the application, please drop me an email at michaelpotts@ncfe.org.uk. I'll happily send that over to you. Alternatively, what I will do, I'll be tweeting that out after the session, and my Twitter handle is @MikeNCFE. So if you'd like to follow me on Twitter, I will be tweeting that out now, so you can get your International Learner of the Year applications in as well. It is really a fantastic competition, so please get those in so we can really celebrate the achievements of your learners around the world and highlight the impact their success has on the lives of others. So please get that in for us. Thank you. So just a little bit on NCFE as well. I think within the region, probably cash is a little bit more well known than NCFE, but actually NCFE acquired the cash brand back in 2015, and NCFE is one of the oldest awarding organisations in the UK and was established in 1848. And particularly NCFE specialises in designing and developing vocational qualifications, very similar to cash, purely vocational. But what we're doing within this area is focusing more on that professional skills development in other vocational areas, which we'll look at in a little bit of time. And over the past 10 years, we've benefited over 2 million learners have taken NCFE qualifications, predominantly in the UK, but now starting to expand across the globe, which is fantastic to see. We are a service excellence company at NCFE, which is one of the reasons why we're in the top 50 customer service companies in the UK. We are in the Sunday Times top 100 best not-for-profit organisations to work for, because we believe in that service excellence. We believe in providing that fantastic service to all of our customers. We have exceptional quality assurance standards, which are the same across cash and NCFE. And as I mentioned before, we're a value-based organisation, which is always looking to do the right thing by our learners and really progress those learners to create those opportunities for success to enrich society. We're currently now with cash, the second largest vocational awarding organisation, and we are distinct and different in what we do. We believe in innovation, and you'll see there our Aviator app in the bottom right hand corner is a virtual reality app that we've developed in the past few years, which shows that we're interested in really driving learning technologies to really enrich the lives of our learners. And we're also investors in People Gold for all of our workers in the business, to make sure that we are committed to keeping the best and retaining the best staff at the business to serve all of our customers and make sure they're getting the best possible service and support. You will have all seen them by now, hopefully, but we launched those around 18 months ago now. What we have now across both portfolios is a selection of curriculum maps, because we know how difficult it is and how important it is for you to plan your curriculum for all of your learners. So in that challenge, and with that in mind, we've created a suite of subject maps which show the qualifications that are available from entry level right through to level 5, so you can really map out and illustrate that learner journey and those qualifications that they're going to take within those specific areas. Within the cash portfolio, as a lot of you will know, we have health and social care qualifications, we have children and young people qualifications, and of course we have kind of our jewel in the crown, our flagship qualifications, the early years education qualifications. And cash is the leading sector specialist in early years education. We are the gold standard for early years education in the UK and in Dubai and in a lot of the Emirates now. And we know that centres, employers and learners are looking for the gold standard of recognised qualifications, which is going to ensure the best training, the best professional standards and the best career prospects they're going to get. And that is why learners completing the cash branded early years qualifications will have to be trained to the highest standards equipment with the best early years qualifications available. So we're very proud of those qualifications. We're very proud of raising the standards of early years education with these qualifications. And at GESS, we'll be happy to talk about them and the new qualifications we've developed within these areas with you. In terms of the NCFE portfolio and the curriculum maps available within there, as I mentioned, we have a different side of the portfolio. But as an NCFE and cash centre, you can deliver both suites of qualifications. So as a cash centre, you're still available to deliver NCFE qualifications and vice versa. If you just solely delivered NCFE qualifications, you can deliver cash qualifications. And within the NCFE sector portfolios, we have qualifications in catering and hospitality, retail, creative design and digital, sport, public services and travel, education, training and assessment, which I know Vivette's going to talk on in a little bit of time, because we have had some real interest and success in the region delivering our level 5 education and training, teacher training qualifications, which have proven really popular with the new teacher licensing program that's been rolled out in the UAE. We have transport, engineering and construction qualifications, and we also have business admin and management qualifications. Some of the business admin and management qualifications have been fantastic for those learners aged 16 to 19 studying in colleges, looking to want to go into a career within business admin and management. So a real cross section of qualifications there. And what I wanted to talk about as well, as I mentioned at the top as part of the agenda, and what we will be promoting and talking about quite regularly at GESS 2019, is our new suite of qualifications and services that have been developed by our accreditation and employer services team. What we have done is we've created our customized qualifications and endorsed programs for organizations who want to give their bespoke in-house training and qualifications something extra, with official recognition from NCFE and CASH, one of the UK's biggest awarding organizations. So what we're trying to do with these customized qualifications, and why it's fantastic for international customers, is we can tailor these qualifications to the needs of region, to the needs of the learners within a region, to make sure that you have a UK recognized qualification that the learners can take to progress their learning. The brand and expertise we have within these areas will really demonstrate that quality and rigor of the qualification you've developed and to the learner, and will hopefully help to drive sales and improve the value of these qualifications that we're developing. As you'll see, just to go back, what we've done as well, you might remember for CASH, we used to have the old endorsed learning programs. Now what we have is the customized qualifications, in which you can use the NCFE or CASH brands depending on the sector area you're developing qualifications in. Obviously, if you're going to be working in developing qualifications in early years of childcare, the CASH brand would be fantastic to use. And if we were developing qualifications, say in business or retail, the NCFE brand would be fantastic to use. Customized qualifications are really the perfect solution for an organization if they have training needs that aren't met by regulated qualifications. So exactly as I'm saying, if we're taking a regulated qualification that is approved in the UK, and it isn't completely fit for purpose for region, what we can do is develop a customized qualification that is going to meet the needs of the region and develop specifically for those learner needs within there as well. They are unregulated qualifications, so they don't go through our regulators, but they are designed and accredited by us, and they have measurable learning outcomes and assessment criteria. And the best thing about these is you will own the intellectual property once they're developed. You'll get a stamp of approval for offering the customized qualifications. It's fantastic CPD for your staff. The support of specialists, so we can bring in specialists to help write the qualifications for you in a consultancy basis or review those qualifications for you. And we have a speedy service as well, which will allow those qualifications to be accredited within 15 working days, really tailoring them, as I mentioned, to the needs of your centre, to the needs of your learners, and to the needs of the region. So please, if you want any further information about customised qualifications, come and see us at GESS, or alternatively, drop me an email, michaelpotts@ncfe.org.uk, and I'll be happy to talk through them with you as well. We also offer endorsed learning programs, which are a fantastic solution if you have any informal training activities with no real learning outcomes and assessment criteria, so a little bit more informal than an actual qualification. So this could be a webinar similar to this. Unfortunately, this hasn't been endorsed, so there's no certificates issued afterwards, which is a shame. But yeah, those activities can be webinars, seminars, workshops, online platforms, as well as other materials, workbooks, printed materials. And we will again give you the stamp of approval. You can in-house certificate with them, use the brand within there to show that you are giving your learners and your staff potentially learner support. And you can do all of that. You can have the support of the specialists, and you can have fast and efficient service within that 15 working days of applying as well, which is great for that. So indoors programs and customized qualifications, something we're very proud of. We think it's a fantastic new service. So we're looking forward to talking to you about that at GESS 2019. So please come along and see us. We are going to be on stand Q20 at GESS. It is at the World Trade Center, Dubai, again, from the 26th to the 28th of February 2019. And it will be myself and Vivette from Laser Learning attending, and we will be on the stand from Q20 on over those days. So please come and see us. If you have any questions, as I mentioned so far, please drop me an email at michaelpotts@ncfe.org.uk. You can give me a call on the number on the screen, or you can follow me on Twitter at MikeNCFE, and I'll be doing all the updates about the event, about everything that's going on before the event and at the event as well, so you can get in touch with me that way as well. Thank you very much for listening. I'm going to hand you over to Vivette now, who's going to talk about laser.
Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for my introduction, Mike. Okay, my name, as Mike mentioned, is Vivette, and I've become a regular visitor to the UAE to support centres with their blended learning and their delivery of cash qualifications, using our own laser learning professional development courses and delivering the full qualifications. I'm starting my message today with you. Sorry, my screen seems to stop there. Just go back on. With our strapline message, which is skills, knowledge and confidence delivered online. We all need skills to get on in life, and sometimes what holds us back in developing these skills is a lack of confidence or as well the time and resources to be able to develop our skills. Well, this is where laser learning come in. We can be of a great help to you as individuals, training centres, schools and business organisations. We have a superb e-portfolio which has everything you need to upskill all of your staff. The curriculum that we offer are usually from CASH, NCFE in education, childcare, early years, etc. And the Laser e-portfolio holds all the curriculum standards that you need, the lessons that you require to be able to deliver those qualifications, the awarded organisation handbook, which tells you all the tutor guidance, what things you need to meet to be able to cover the assessment criteria required. There's a centre-specific library where you can add your own information, your extra tutorials and things that you have, and any learner templates that you want for observations and professional discussions and so on. All learner evidence can be uploaded to the e-portfolio, so it's always there at a touch of a button to be seen by the assessor, the internal quality assurer, and then at the end of the qualification by the external quality assurer to be able to certificate that qualification. Laser also offer satisfaction surveys throughout the course, which your learners can do just by clicking into an area called My Voice and complete a survey after their induction, halfway through their course and on course completion, which helps you to inform your own training centre and improve what you're delivering. And there are regular progress reviews that you can also use. So what are the benefits of using the e-portfolio? Well, it's available 24/7. It's environment friendly. You haven't got to worry about paper and folders and traveling to classes all the time. Obviously, we want to see a blended approach where we do get together with our learners and we discuss things and have peer group discussions, have tutors and professionals giving very practical advice about what they've done and the experiences they've had within their working life. But we also want learners to be able to study in their own time too and get a real sense of achievement by learning the bits that they're most interested in. So they have that sense of independence, they have high quality learning material always available to them. It's clear and easy to use and shows progress and motivates the learner by regular changes in the portfolio showing a colour change for everything that's completed and a progression bar showing them how far through the course they are. And most importantly for the centre and also for the Ministry of Education, etc., is it's fully auditable. We can check everything at every level. So often a training centre has its own teaching staff and just want to access more resources that are up to date, easy to access, cost effective and standardised for everyone, available when you need them. Well, this is Laser. We have the e-portfolio, but also we have learning resources that we can offer to you separately. These resources are created to provide additional support for blending learning and consist of tutorials, videos, reading, good practice examples, interactive quizzes and extended learning. One of our fairly recent projects that we're so very proud of is the work we've carried out with the highly respected team at Arabian Child. We've partnered with them to create the much requested Level 3 Early Years Educator and Level 5 Childcare Management qualification into Arabic. Yes, there is now a version of the UK qualification standards written by Cash, now fully translated with a comprehensive set of lesson materials, all in Arabic. I would love to be able to show you these as we consider not only this a very real achievement, but also a great opportunity for those Arabic speaking professionals who do not feel confident to study in English. What Cash and Laser are best known for in the UAE is the highly respected and much sought after Level 3 Early Years Diploma. And of course, we will be able to talk to you about that when you visit us. We now have a lovely long list of learners from the UAE who have achieved and benefited from this qualification, and I have had the great privilege of presenting certificates to some of those successful students. The Level 3 Diploma for the Early Years Workforce prepares learners to become independent educators, enabling them to work with children from birth to 5 years and gain a good knowledge and understanding of children's development and behaviour from age 5 to 7 years. Laser is not all about early years though. We also have available other NCFE qualifications with resources, such as the Level 5 Education and Training qualification that Mike mentioned earlier. This is suitable for teachers. It's a qualification for those who are in teaching or who want to teach. Perhaps they have a degree, but not a teaching qualification. It has a set of mandatory units and then a selection of optional units that you can select based on your specific teaching areas to make up a full course. All these lessons are again written by qualified and experienced teachers, so there's a lot of practice, heart and passion put into these lessons to make them available to you and of great interest. Maybe you've joined this webinar today thinking you want to do a bit more learning, improve your understanding of a topic, but not do a full qualification. Well, good news, we have something for you as well, and your friends and colleagues too. Our professional development courses are the endorsed type that Mike was mentioning in the end of his presentation. We have a full set of laser learning lessons, online short CPD courses. They only take a few hours to complete, and many of our early years childcare courses are cash endorsed learning programs, which just means that they have looked at them in detail and they have approved that these are the right kind of content for you to learn and that they're up to date and current and of good use. You can see a full list of these available courses across all subject areas, including childcare, teaching, business and customer service at www.lasershortcourses.co.uk. What can you expect from one of these short courses? Well, what it is, it's knowledge at your fingertips, independent learning, an introduction to online learning if you want to see what it's like to do online before taking a full qualification. It's low cost. It's unlimited lesson time and it's available whenever you are. There's no tutor, there's no one looking over your shoulder, it's just you and the computer studying on your own. What it isn't, it's not a qualification or a license to practice. It's not a guarantee of access to a qualification, and it's not accredited by an awarding organisation, and it's not a long-term commitment. So all in all, it's something that's there and available, ready for all types of people at all times of your life. It might be that you've got an extended holiday that you want to make use of. You might be in between jobs or in between courses, or you might be already working somewhere where you just need to upskill in a set area. Maybe if you're in early years, you want to learn a bit more about special needs, or maybe you want to learn how to become a room leader or have a bit of team leading, or perhaps even study how to deliver an appraisal. We have a whole range of things for you there. Do take a look and see if it's something there that would interest you. Well, I guess what I really want to leave you with today is please come and meet with us at Stand Q20 on one of the exhibition days and just ask us a little bit more about what it is that we're doing. Ask us about delivering UK qualifications. Ask us about childcare and teaching qualifications. Ask us about our great e-portfolio. How you actually deliver blended learning. I've been doing this for quite a while now and working with CASH and many centres in the UAE and in the UK and India and China. So I've got a fair bit of knowledge I can share with you about how to deliver blended learning in an interesting and effective way. Please ask us about professional teaching resources. It's something that we all need, resources, up to date, not out of date books, but something that's current, something that's really there up to the minute and giving you everything you need to know. And ask us about quality assurance. None of us want to be producing anything that can't be checked and thoroughly scrutinised to make sure that we're delivering the best possible learning for learners and opportunities for the people that they then go on to work with. So please do ask us about all of those things. I'd love to hear from you, obviously on the day, because we're coming all the way to Dubai. It'd be great to meet with you. However, you can contact me at any time in the UK if you might be listening from the UK, and then that's great too. So please do contact me, Vivette at lasersys.co.uk. The office telephone number is there, and also our website, www.lasersys.co.uk. We'll always be delighted to hear from you. And if you have any further questions, as Mike said, please do write them in the text box. He'll be checking those, and we'll be able to discuss those with you in just a moment. And that just leaves me to hand back to Mike and hopefully to catch up with all you guys in Dubai at the end of the month. Thank you, Mike.
Thank you very much for that. That's absolutely great and brilliant to hear about again, to work with you on the Arabic translation with Arabian Child of those qualifications. Really fantastic for the region, and we're very excited to talk to you all about that when we go out as well. Thank you so much for that. We've still got, we have some time left, so please get the questions and anything you want to ask about what we might be covering at GESS and Learner of the Year, any of the qualifications we've mentioned, the customised qualifications. We'll give it a few minutes just for you to send your questions in, and we'll field them while we're still here. A version of this webinar will be put on YouTube later on today, which I will share with all of you. So if you have any colleagues that want to watch and have the update, you can share that with them, and it'll also be on our YouTube channel, which it can be shared as well. We are going to be on Q20, as we say. Please come out and visit us. It'll be great to see you all and have that chat, and we'll with you all when we're out there as well. Okay, I'm just going to again just give it a few more minutes. If you have any questions, send them in. Just to mention as well, in terms of Learner of the Year, I will send out a link to the application form. If you do have anyone in mind that you'd like to put forward for the award, I'll send that link through and you can update that. It'll also be on Twitter, and I'll tweet that out as well, which is great. Okay, it doesn't look like we're having many questions in today. As Vivette says, you have our details, so Vivette at lasersys.co.uk and Michael Potts at ncfe.org.uk. You can follow me on Twitter at MikeNCFE, if you like as well, if you want to send any questions forward. But for now, if there's no questions, I'd like to thank you all. Thanks very much again, Vivette.
Thank you very much, Mike.
And we'll hopefully see you all at GESS very soon on Stand Q20. Thanks very much. Have a great day.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.